Good evening, everybody. I see a lot of people logging in the last couple of minutes. We will give another 2-3 minutes for everybody to log in. Shashank, good evening. Sai Deepak, good evening. Gagan Hari, good evening. We'll just give another 2-3 minutes. Tanushri, good evening, everybody. I see a lot of people logging in the last couple of minutes. We will give. Lag vastunda. Yep. Manjit, Manaswita, Dinesh, Ashrita. Good evening, everybody. So in case you are not able to get on with Zoom and Zoom link is a problem, you can also join us via our YouTube. Nano, IIT and NEET Academy is where this is getting live streamed. You can also participate through YouTube. If your parents have not joined, please ask your parents also to join. Khyati, good evening. Joanna Grace, good evening. Vishnu, you've already raised a hand. We will come, there will be an open forum towards the end. We will answer all your questions. Okay. Vamshi, good evening. Kavya, good evening. Shrikari Gayatri, good evening. Harini, good evening. Rachana, good evening. Harish, Pranay, good to hear from all of you. Gaurav, Jayashri, Nayanashri, nice to see all of you here. Mohammad Osaf, Anita, Sri Bala, Nagamani, okay. Amin Aziz, Sri Satya, Aditi, Bhavya. Good evening, everybody. So now we've got, I think, quorum. I'm very happy that all of you have taken time to participate, even at a short notice. We thought this was essential. We will speak to you today, and our classes are commencing from 1st of June. So we thought it would be appropriate for us to talk to you, interact with you, and share with you what are all the exciting things that we are going to do in the next 1 year. And then any questions, any queries, any doubts that you have, we will clarify those doubts. Of course, this is not a one-off measure. You all know that we keep meeting often. So we will have more of these meetings, and especially in the second year. And that is what I want to start off with. Second year is a very, very crucial year. Your career is going to depend on what you're going to do in the next almost 12 months, more than 12 months, I would say, up to say June, so 13 months. So what you do, what you don't do in this 12 to 13 months will determine where you are going to be in life. So we need to take this 12 to 13 months extremely seriously. So irrespective of what you've done or not done in the first year, now you have to shift gears and be ready for all that you have dreamt for. Ultimately, at Nano, my classroom, our objective is to make your dreams come true. We started this journey with most of you in May, June of last year. May, June of last year, you know how it was. We were just going through the peak corona wave. We were not very sure when physical classes will start, and the future looked so very uncertain. Despite the uncertainty, we were very clear as to what we are going to do. So in May, June itself, when you people joined us, we had our digital studios, we had our mentoring program, we had everything that was required. The building blocks were there to ensure both digital as well as physical classes. And along the way, when we got the opportunity, we became part of the myclassroom family, All India. We have totally renovated the campus. When you people joined us, our campus looked something different. And when you came for our physical classes in September 1st onwards, our campus at Nallakunta changed completely. And now Madhapur also 100% ready. In fact, those are the students who are there at Madhapur. I welcome the Madhapur students also in today's session. If you go to Madhapur Center, there is a total transformation in Madhapur Center with all the floors bustling with activity, all classrooms ready, hostels attached. A whole lot of things have happened in Madhapur also, along with addition and augmentation of staff and faculty. Coming back to what I was trying to tell you, that when we started, when we started your class, your batch, we had all that uncertainties. But despite that, we, as always, tried our best to ensure that you got the best quality care, the best teaching faculty, the senior most people. And I'm very happy that we could complete the syllabus in time. Of course, because of the uncertainty associated with the intermediate examination, we the last 3-4 months got extended, but that has also given us an opportunity to strengthen your fundamentals, etc. And last year, when we started in September 1st, we were not very sure how many of you would come for physical classes, how many of you would come for online classes. So we had to make certain accommodations to ensure that we address the physical requirements, also the online requirements, and therefore we went through some kind of a hybrid classes. But today we are very clear. We are and we will be focusing only on physical classes, either at Nallakunta or at Madhapur. 100% physical classes. So this is one thing that I want to tell everybody very, very clearly. And let me repeat this again, that the uncertainty of the past is over. Now we are very sure that we have left Corona behind us. It is no longer an issue. Maybe it is like a small virus somewhere. So, and all policymakers all over the country, not just all over the country, all over the globe, have decided that as far as education is concerned, education should not be stopped even for one day. And India as a country has learnt its lessons. In fact, India is one of the large countries in the world where the schools have been shut for such a long time. And Indian policymakers have also realized that they've made a mistake. So the lessons have been learned by our policymakers. And even in future, if we are going to face the situation that we face, we are not going to face, but even if we're going to face, schools and colleges are not going to be closed, and things will continue. So as far as we are concerned, we are going to have 100% physical classes, and we want all students to be ready for physical classes. And of course, all of you have taken vaccination. We have had so many vaccination drives here. I don't think any other drives are required because vaccines are available freely outside. So I'm sure you will take those precautions, etc. So now let us come with that clarity. Let us now move in terms of the importance of the second year. As you realize that second year has started a little late this year because our intermediate exams have got postponed. Normally, our intermediate exams used to be in March. March 15th, intermediate exams used to get over. We used to give a gap of 1 week to 10 days and we would start off the second year. So that means our second year would have got started last week of March, first week of April with all seriousness. But now what has happened? We are delayed by 2 months this particular year. However, well, of course, 2 months in terms of calendar months, but then we would give about a couple of weeks vacation and all that. So all that, but the fact still remains that we are a little behind. Okay. Now the point is that we have to make up for this. We have to seriously make up for this. And therefore, my friends, please be ready for some very, very rigorous classes, rigorous academic discipline from day one. Where the reason why we are speaking today, 2 days ahead of our reopening, is this, that we have to take classes very, very seriously from the first day onwards. So my appeal to parents, and I'm sure all parents are here, my appeal to parents also is, please do not treat this like your first year. First year was okay. We were just, that period of uncertainty was there. So we managed, but now we are facing all India competition. Students all around us are preparing, and in fact, in the north, since the CBSE 11th class exams are not there, in the north, classes for 12th class have started almost 1 month back. In fact, my classroom has 35 centers all over the country. In most of our own centers, my classroom centers all over the country, the 12th class classes have started almost a month back. So even within my classroom family, Hyderabad students are behind. And therefore, we cannot lose even one more day. So my appeal to all parents is, please see that your wards start attending from the first day onwards. From the first day. That is very, very important. I want all of you to be present from the first day onwards in physical classes. Please do not think that you will continue some kind of a hybrid and all that. It's not going to work. Maybe there, hybrid, maybe some people may use it, but remember, we are facing all India competition and there are students all over the country who are attending physical classes. So my appeal to all the parents is that please send, and if you have any doubts in this regard about health and things like that, I would advise you to come down to our center, talk to our principal, talk to us. We are available. We will discuss with you. We will see what is the best possible solution. But I would bat 100% for physical classes. So I want all of you to be present here. Then a few other things are important. In the first year, we were a little relaxed in our approach to the students because the students have not been going to classes for a long time. We gave them some space. We allowed certain kinds of things to go on because we knew that the student mental makeup at that point of time was not ready for some serious classes. So we knew that, second year is a time where we will shift, we will get into a different gear. And now, please understand that we will not be as relaxed as what we were in the first year. So our focus is going to be much more. Our discipline is going to be much more. So please be ready for this. For example, we were a little liberal in the hostel. Those things are not going to continue now. All right. So I want you all to know that we mean business. And the reason is that you've got used to staying in a hostel, being away from family for the last 6 months. So now no more relaxations. So be ready for all of these things in the hostel. Then the other thing is that starting this year, our students are going to get the benefit of the content that is being prepared by our very, very qualified content team. So we have a dedicated team on all India basis and specific focus at our Noida headquarters. And as you all know, we've got such illustrious faculty as Himanshu Pandey sir. You all know Himanshu Pandey sir is a great IIT chemistry author. He's written a lot of IIT chemistry books, which are kind of Bibles for chemistry. Anybody serious about IIT chemistry has to go through Himanshu Pandey sir's book. So we've got such stalwarts with us. Similarly, Shashi Bhushan Tiwari, another great physics, IIT physics author. So our content is going to has been prepared under the supervision of all these stalwarts. So for the first time, the students here for the second year are going to get course material, printed course material prepared by these stalwarts. So that is the first thing that I would like to share with you. Okay, so this time the content is going to be different and of a different nature altogether. Totally mind-blowing. That is what you will get. The second thing is that every student will be given a tablet device. In fact, since yesterday evening, a lot of students have started coming and collecting the tablet devices. We've sent the message to all of you. So this is a tablet device, a brand new Samsung Galaxy Tab. Fantastic, top of the line Samsung Galaxy Tab. Every student, in fact, all students who register for our courses, whether it is junior students, senior students, repeaters batch, will be getting this specially education device. This is a special education device which will run our software. So for the next 13 months, you'll be wedded to this device because this device will contain a lot of things, recorded classes, daily exercises, weekly tests, a lot of analytics, a lot of content. Okay, all of those things will be available, including faculty class PDFs, class notes PDF. All of those things will be available. In fact, it will be the one-stop shop for everything. Your schedules, your results, everything will be contained in this tablet device. This is a special education device, myclassroom's device. So the software on this is preloaded and it comes locked. So you can't use this for as a general purpose tablet. So you cannot use this, say, for Facebook or Insta or whatever. This is going to contain only myclassroom content. So I think I've answered the question which most of you have, that we already have a tablet device. Can we use that? No, this is a special education device. You have to use this. Everybody will be carrying a Samsung device only, because earlier for the last 8 years we were giving Lenovo, but this year we've realized that there are some problems with those Lenovo. So we've decided this is expensive, but yeah, we will go with this because it will give that kind of a user experience to all students. Also, because of standardization across the country, everybody will be having the same device. So in case, say, if we have to do some software upgrade, it'll all happen in the background. So we can't have multiple brands, multiple devices all across the country. We'll have the same Samsung, same make. So it becomes simple for us all over the country to manage this kind of devices. So everybody will be carrying a Samsung device, okay? Because there will be a lot of software upgrades as we go along. You know, Android itself is a very fussy kind of software, and it gives a lot of trouble. It's not so very stable. So therefore it requires that kind of handling. And you can Those of you who have come here, our people have spoken, talk to you about, talk to the students about what is the fees, etc., etc. So I would encourage you to come down here and talk about this. So your Samsung device plus course material almost is going to cost around 15,000 rupees. So this is a very subsidized kind of a thing, because the tablet itself is going to cost 15,000 plus 10,000 for the material. So totally 25,000 rupees. We have subsidized that to around 15,000. So course material plus Samsung device is something which you're going to get for 15,000 rupees, and our people will tell you how to pay, etc., etc. So that, let's just keep that out of the way. So again, hostel. Last year, there were some students who wanted to stay in a hostel, and since they didn't tell us in advance, we could not accommodate all of them. So this year, at least, those of you, I'm sure a lot of you, I'm getting a lot of requests from even residents of Hyderabad to shift to hostel, and for right reason, because in the second year, a lot more seriousness is required. So people prefer to put their children in hostel. So if that is the case, if you were a day scholar so far, and if you want to be in a hostel, so please decide in the next 2 days, because after that you come to us and ask us for a hostel, we will not be in a position to help you. So we had to disappoint some parents when we started these classes in September, because they didn't make up their mind in time and our hostel was full. So there's a lot of demand for hostel. So I would request, there's limited space in hostel. We have taken an additional space for hostel. So even then, we have a lot of demand, because among the juniors, again, our existing boys hostel may not be sufficient just for the juniors. So there is this problem. So those of you who are serious about hostel, please make up your mind in the next 2 days. And when you come on first, book your hostel accommodation immediately. Another good news for the girls is that we have shifted the girls accommodation closer to our college. So just it's physically behind our college building. The girls hostel is just behind our college building. But then to approach, you have to just go to the lane behind us. So a nice closed with full security and all that. So nice hostel for girls. So I knew that girls in the first year had some difficulty in terms of that hostel being a little distant from us. Now that difficulty is not there. You are very, very close. In fact, we share one compound wall with the girls hostel. So that is how close it is. So anybody else wants to shift to girls hostel, before the juniors start occupying, we will give preference to seniors, because second year is important for you. Those of the girls who want to shift to hostel, get in touch in the next 2 days. We will book the slots for you. Okay. So that is what I want to share with you as far as the hostel front is concerned. Okay. And Krishna Chaitanya is with me right now. He will talk about the entire academic schedule, etc., etc. If there are any doubts, we will answer those doubts after he finishes. Okay. So over to Krishna Chaitanya, and all the best for your second year. Second year, as I told you, is very, very important for all of us. It's make or break. We are all geared up to provide the best possible learning experience for you. Now you have to be ready, because after all, you, the students, are the heroes of this entire thing, and the onus is on you. We are just the facilitators, and we will provide the best possible learning experience, the best possible infrastructure, the best possible content. All of those things, you leave it to us. The rest is something which you have to do on your own. All the best.
Very good evening, everyone. So moral of the story is simple. You are entering your second year, and second year, it is not another year. You just have another 8 months for your examination, which is most important examination for all of you. And what is that exam? JEE Main. JEE Main is expected to be in last week of January or first week of February. That will be your first attempt. And for that, we are barely left with 8 months. So before getting into our scheduling and what we are planning and what we need to do in next 8 months, I'll just tell you briefly about what I did in one and a half year. I traveled more than 17 states, met close to 100-150 institutes, met around 15,000 plus students. And what does all this experience say? That learning cannot happen sitting at home. Unanimously, everybody across, including students, parents, institutional owners, great academicians, they agreed on one thing, which is learning can never happen at home. We have also seen the outcomes. Wonderful students who were sure of getting a rank, sat at home, practiced all by themselves, and ended up doing nothing. Their performance was zero, because what you think that you are learning will not yield in the examination unless it is going through a predefined some pattern, which includes listening to something, practicing parallelly, then again revisiting with some doubts, and then again revising. So this is a cycle. There is a cycle to it, and this cycle is developed over years and years and years. We have tried and tested some models, worked on that, improved it, and now you are at a stage of competition. 25 years back, JEE, if you used to get 60%, you used to be All India 1. Nowadays, if you're getting 60%, you barely manage to get a seat. That is how the competition has increased. Now, when you sit at home and prepare, your preparation will be something which was good for 1975 model. That is no longer work in 2022 or 23. So don't take that risk. Don't take that chance. Your life is very important. Your career is very important. And next 8 months will determine what is going to happen with you for next 40 years. So this is the most critical phase of your life. Take it with utmost seriousness. Don't be a guinea pig. Don't sit at home. And don't risk your career. Okay, this is the first lesson. Second lesson, what we are going to do here. So, after talking to a lot of academicians, brainstorming everywhere, we have come up with a strategy, because in next 8 months, you have to do what you are supposed to do for 2 years. Almost you need to have 250% more productivity. So here, we are teaching you for 1.5 hours and making you work then and there for 1 hour on every topic. You will be given a daily practice paper immediately after a class. Let's say in today's class, they taught you capacitor. Immediately there will be a DPP followed on capacitor. And there is a tablet for this. Why this tablet only? Why not anything else? Throw all your electronic devices out. Be it your laptop, be it your mobile phone, be it your personal tab, which will also give you access to things other than your content. Throw all of them out, at least for next 8 months. The biggest danger, what you people are finding, is your electronic devices. Unless and until you throw them out, unless and until the parents are ensuring that the students are detached from these devices, nothing can make you score, nothing can save you. So immediately, with effect from today, throw all your personal electronic devices out, keep away from them. There is no way anybody can control themselves before these devices. They are very addictive, highly addictive. So they are biggest danger to you. Throw them out. Use this tab where you can only access to educational content and nothing else. And while I am saying this, I'm not saying this out of my whims and fancies. I'm telling the experience, what I got by meeting so many people, so many students, and so many parents. And this should be like your Bible or Gita or whatever it is. No personal electronic devices, at least for next 1 year. Keep as much distance as possible and start preparing in physical mode. Okay. And by saying physical mode, we will definitely use technology in the right way, but not in the way which you used to do for last 1 year. Don't do that. Okay. And coming to our schedule, 1.5 hour class will immediately be followed by 1 hour practice session. So when and where you're practicing it, you don't need much time for revising your second year content. Everything will be reinforced. You will be remembering things because then and there the practice is happening. So previously what used to happen, we used to teach everything to you and leave that training part on you. Most of you ignored that part. Some of you did it, but partially here and there. That is no longer going to work. Immediately before us, you will practice. So that will reinforce that whatever you are learning in a solid way. And after that, every module, we will have a module examination. So next year, you will be having 4 module examinations. Already we are short by 40-45 days. We know how to compensate that. Every classroom, while you were preparing for IPE, we were preparing for your academic content. Your entire academic content for next 1 year is ready. Every class PPTs are ready. Every DPP is ready. Every test is ready for next 1 year. Okay. Every teacher was working day in and day out to make this best in class experience to you. And because this time is short, we wanted to give you 250% productivity inside our classrooms, inside the worksheets, inside everything. So every teacher was preparing day in and day out to give you that best possible material, and we're all ready with all the chapters. Okay. And come here on day 1, every minute, every hour from June 1st will be important. Be prepared to prepare from morning 6:30 to evening 10:30. Let us have a tight this thing, and this will make you so very rigorous and so very career oriented that throughout your life, you will thrive. Whichever profession you choose, whatever you be, you will come out to be the best. So almost like a military preparation. Let us be ready for next 8 months. Parents have to show that seriousness. Students have to show that seriousness. We are ready to show that seriousness. Collectively, we should win. That should be the only single mantra to us. Collectively, we should win. Are you all ready for that? So June 1st, morning 9 o'clock, we will meet. We'll all meet. Not even minute delay. And every minute of our preparation, let us get best out of it. Any doubts, we are there. We are there to help you out. What is module test? Module test will be conducted once after every 2 months. Like in 2 months, roughly, I'll share all the schedules with you. In 2 months' time, we will be able to complete entire electricity. In mathematics, we will be completing entire integral calculus. In chemistry, almost your second year physical part will be over. It will start with solid state solutions, and whatever is left out in physical chemistry, that will be over. So immediately after that, there will be an examination, which will be an all India examination. If you ace it, you will be given wonderful gifts, goodies, some cash prizes also. It will be all India examination. And for that, some preparation time will also be given. So entire whatever you have learned in these 2 months, you will be preparing for that module test. So again, immediately after a class, you are doing the DPP. Weekend, we are giving you a tutorial sheet. After every class, we will give you a 90-minute short summary video so that entire chapter will be revised. After that chapter, there will be a chapter test. And after collection of few chapters, which can happen in 6 to 7 months time, 6 to 7 weeks time, we have a module test. Module test, again, things will be revised to you. So every revision is reinforcing your preparation, so that last minute you need not wait up to November end so that every syllabus is complete and then start your revision. No, that is not working. So parallelly your revision is also happening, and by November mid your syllabus will be complete, and by then you will be thorough with your second year as well as few topics of first year. So November mid onwards, our target will be to focus on the remaining chapters of first year, get a good hold on exam strategy tips and everything. Until January end, you should be thorough with your JEE main preparation. That is the whole strategy. Okay. Every weekend there will be a test, and you will have two types of tests. One is a concept application based test for 90 minutes. This will test whether you have studied or not. And another will be a regular 3-hour JEE main test. Every alternate week, you will have 3-hour JEE main test and 3-hour JEE advanced test. Okay. And these tests will be on Sundays to you. And these tests, we are not conducting it from home. You have to come here and write. Stop this home business. I'm again telling you, not a single student out of the 50,000 plus students whom I have seen are able to prepare from home. It is only that mad satisfaction which you get, that everything is going fine. But once you see your result, you will understand that you are not at all able to prepare sitting at home. But that will be too late. That will be too late. JEE is not an examination like intermediate or 10th class, which you can still manage. But JEE out of question, if you are sitting at home, I can write it on a bond paper and give it to you that you cannot be selected. And despite saying this, if you are asking me whether online classes will continue, it's foolish. It's foolish to ask that question. No second thoughts on that. I'm a teacher. I will not have any other thing other than this. If you are sitting at home, nobody can teach you. Maybe 1 or 2 classes. Everything is recorded. It is there on your tab. But if you believe that, seeing that you will sit at home and prepare, even God can't help you. Every class is recorded. The same mechanism is there. But if you bank on that and sitting at home, and if you want to prepare from that, I will 100% sure that your result is going to be pathetic. So come to the classes. Yeah, to discuss anything regarding your hostel, tablets, fees, whatever, you know our office timings. We are open from 10 to 6 any day. You can come and discuss to the admin people. Few backlogs of first year, don't worry, we are there for that. We have a proper revision program. Some things we will revise during the course also, like when I am teaching differentially for starting integration, we already revised 3 days differentiation to you. So while teaching definite integrals, we will revise monotonicity, maxima, minima to you. For electrostatics, they revised gravitation to you. So some portions whichever are essential, prerequisites is what we call, that we will be revising. Some independent topics will be there, vector, 3D, which may not be needed now. So those kind of topics, immediately after the syllabus completion, that is November 15th onwards, we will continue working on those topics. So don't worry on your backlogs. Come confidently on day 1. From first day, we will ensure. Timings will be from 9 to 5:30. 9 to 5:30. Post that also, you can sit here and study. Okay. We will be open up to 9:30. No problem. You can sit here and study. There will be proper supervision. And 6th onwards, I will also be sitting here with you in Nalakonda campus. And Srini sir will be there with you in Madhapur campus. So we are there with you. What about some type of cultural activities? Right now we can dance. Who is stopping us? Switch on to some music and dance. Okay. No problem. We can do that. We can do all of that. We can keep enjoying. No problem. We will have a lot of motivational series. Every month there will be a motivational series. Every month there are a lot of planned activities, goodies, everything. We will enjoy. Study is all about enjoying, but when you rigorously study and then enjoy, you will be able to enjoy a lot. Yes or no? When will that cold water is, you will feel awesome? Not in the winter. In summer, if in the red hot sun, you are going out somewhere and coming to that home and sipping that cold water, then you will feel like heaven. So if you have worked hard, then you are relaxing for a bit, then that relaxation will be immense. That will be complete, pure bliss. Okay. So let us have all that kind of fun here. Yes, equal priority will be given to day scholars as well as hostelers. If you feel there is some disturbance at home and you cannot prepare at home, hostel is the place. If you feel there are parents who are ready to supervise you, sit by your side and ensure that you are reading the right thing, then you can happily stay at home. And all parents, my daughter is also studying will be joining this college. So I plead you that this year is huge investment on your child. This 1 year of effort, whatever you are putting on your child, whatever the child is putting on himself, will yield hundreds and hundreds of time investment. You will not get this time again. So whatever best we can give to our child, let that be in this 1 year. And what is that we can do? Sit by their side and supervise and ensure that they are working hard. And 8 months of hard work will make their life wonderful, career wonderful. They will reach wonderful positions. I have been observing all the profiles of past Nano students. Remarkable. Whosoever has worked hard in their 2 years, they are in a remarkable position. So your child will also be one after very few years, provided you are ensuring that they work hard at least next 8 months to 1 year. Okay, so that's all from us. See you all Monday morning. Bye. Sorry, see you all June 1st morning, Wednesday morning. Bye.